I'll be a place for you. 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 I'll be a place for you.
How you doing, everybody? I hope you're well. I hope you're well. I'm not going to say it. Suffice it to say, I've got as few lights on as possible. I've got my fan on full. I'm sat here in like a vest top and shorts with sliders on no socks. A line out of The Wizard of Oz comes to mind. My melting, melting. Yeah, it's rather warm here. You know, if we're talking American, weird, incorrect way of measuring heat in Fahrenheit, I'd say it's a good 9,800. Yeah, summer is fun. I mean, look, don't get me wrong, look, me and my wife have said all day, it's beautiful, but there's no escape. With winter, if it's cold and windy and rainy outside, you come inside, you can put on the heating or whatever, you know what I mean? You can warm yourself up, you can do something about it. In the heat, the best you can do, here in England anyway, because we don't, we're not posh like Americans, although nowadays we should have it. We don't have central air, we don't have that, no. We don't have air conditioning as standard in our properties. Yeah, I mean, that's a bit posh, that is, okay, right. No. So our only solace is to go and get in our car, if you've got it. A lot of people's gas has run out on their cars, and an older car, and a lot of people don't replace the gas. But you've got your AC in your car. But then you run the risk of having your AC on full, all the doors closed, cooling you right down, and you step outside and give yourself heat stroke. For the mix between the two, the sudden shock to the body. Never good. So here we sit, melting, and still doing a show with the minimalist of lights, because obviously I've got 3 screens going as well. Yes, they don't create a lot of heat, to be honest. They're very, very good. But the light, for the view, that's, even though it's on a lower setting, it's still bright and gets warm. And even though it's LED, I thought LED weren't that, heat producing, but they do. And I've got a laptop here. I've got my mixing desk running. And all these little things create heat. The other problem is where this building has been heated up all day long, and this studio is, semi-soundproofed, it holds the heat really, really well, like it retains sound. So it is literally like being in an oven. Now, if I had the finances to buy a little air conditioner, wow, would I have one? Oh yes, I would. Yeah, but just for a mini air conditioner, right? Because I can't have too much water going on either. You got to remember, okay? Because of all the equipment, it's got to be nice and dry. But I could at least cool the room down, couldn't I? To a medium temperature, so that I could breathe and enjoy myself, do some music without, completely dissolving. There's already nothing of me, apart from my gut, I don't know. I suppose I should say hello to some wonderful people, shouldn't I? Some of you wonderful ladies and gentlemen who joined us this evening at our first floor here. I welcome you in, all of you. Very warm welcome to everybody. Oh, well, yes, even you at the back. Yes, thank you very much. Lovely. I'm glad you're here. Even the non-participations. Non-participants. That's people that ain't in the chat to you and I. Anyway, so, John. Hello, mate. I see you just come in. You're late. I'm not impressed. I've been on a little tirade already, mate. You missed it. And I thought you and I had a rapport. Henry Nelson. Hello, mate. Hey, I saw your hat video today, and I liked it. I was the 3rd like on it. Yeah, see? No. Oh, I didn't leave you a comment. I'm an ignorant fool. But it's the same as mine. Nobody ever comes and leaves me comments apart from Kafida, who, basically helps run the show. Yeah. But yeah, hello, mate. I'm glad you're doing well, mate. I heard briefly about something about fireworks with the neighbours. I don't know for what I heard, right, because I was in between doing things and listening and watching. It was because I was setting up the show. You know. Oh, you're watching Neighbourhood Town Hall, eh? Yeah, get your priorities right, mate. Don't worry about me and my show, mate. You know, don't worry about feeding my narcissism, okay? All right? You know what comes first. First floor audio, mate. You know, everything else is secondary. Come on, Shimon. And I thought we were mates. Thought we was growing a rapport. Good to see you, mate. Anyway, Henry, right, so Ghost Law's hanging about. She is here, but, you know, as you know, she's here, but not really here. So, I've got to put the speaker on for just in case and keep an eye on it to keep it on. Oh, no, hang on a minute. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. In your kitchen, are you? Hello, Mark, all right, mate? Hey.
Trying to pick a background here.
Are you smoking them horrible cigarettes? That's disgusting.
I am. Sorry. My bad.
That's
this.
horrible, that is.
Okay, I have to turn that one off.
Hello, the Bud Files. Now, I can't
right.
remember. Is it Sue that's mainly this account? I'm not 100% sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure you're Sue. I could be wrong. I get things wrong all the time because I am, you know, stupid. There he is. Hello, Steve. You all right, mate? Oh, or is it? There you are. Hello, mate.
How's that one?
Yeah, that's good, isn't it? That's good,
that. Farewell.
Yeah, that's good, that. I like that.
Alrighty.
Just to let everybody know, the goal is up. Nothing is expected, but it's appreciated, of course. But if you want an extra hour out of this loser over here... Oh, I found a better key for Thingy as well, by the way.
Oh, no, you didn't. Get it, Lee.
I think this is the one that John played it in for me. When I'm feeling blue, all I have to do is take a look at you. Then I'm not so blue. When I'm in your arms, nothing seems to matter. My whole world could shatter. I don't care. Wouldn't you agree? Baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. Anytime you want to, you can turn me on to anything you want to, anytime at all. When I kiss your lips, ooh, I start to shiver. Can't control the quivering inside. Wouldn't you agree? Baby, you and me got a groovy kind of love. Yeah, something like that. Oh, look at you lot, look, with your times. What's that, 24 months? Way! And 27 months. And what we got here? What we got? 20 months. Top people, you top people. That's good, isn't it? It was a nice little bit of excitement, wasn't it? Eh? That was good, wasn't it? Proud of you. Thank you very much, people. Yes. What I wouldn't do. Oh, hang on a second. Oh, no, we got another shit. Hello, John. What you got there? What you got? 3 months? 8? Nah, you've been there longer than that, haven't you? That's because it rewound or recycled when you re-entered. But anyway, well done, mate. Whee! Yeah, man! Nice one, mate. Cheers. Now, what are we going to talk about tonight? I'll tell you, let's talk about the price of cheese. Now, in my local groceries, what, cheese is not an interesting subject? Well, I'd beg to differ if you're involved in cheese. I mean, if you had a cheese factory, I'm sure the conversation of cheese would be one of the more interesting conversations to have, and one of the more regular conversations to have as well, if I am not mistaken. You know, being a cheese connoisseur. And you'd, of course, go on cheese conferences around the world to talk about different cheeses, you know, and what you use those cheeses for, and what way of processing those cheeses is, and all sorts of other things about cheese. So what is wrong with the conversation about cheese? I ask you. It's a perfectly valid question. Isn't that right, Henry? I'd have to run over to Mars Cheese Castle to check on prices for our tourists. See? That's a helpful thing to do. Go and help so that when we visit the United States of America, we know what kind of cheese to expect and the kind of prices. That's your local supermarket guide. I don't know. I do like to have a laugh. I like to have a laugh, me, you know. I like to have a laugh. I don't know why. It's something to do with the, you know, the fact that it makes you feel good, you know. Do you know what I mean? As opposed to making you feel bad, if you wanted it explained. See, no one's getting involved. They're too scared. I know. I don't blame you. Isn't that right, Kafida? Hey, Kafida! Yeah, she doesn't even understand the humour, you know. She's very ignorant to the cheese conversation. Yeah, you know. She doesn't realise the gravitas that cheese conversations can have, you know. And how far the cheese conversations can, in fact, take you. I mean, the conversational journey about cheese could be quite varied, I should wager. See? You can have a conversation about anything. You just spitball. Wisconsin is the land of cheeseheads. Tennessee, not so much. Yeah, well, thanks for the information. That was Henry with some very important cheese information, Gromit. Well, you don't even like a bit of Wensleydale. Oh, I see YouTube's doing the normal spinny thing. That's always lovely, YouTube. Thank you. We can always rely on YouTube to up things up, can't we? Eh? Beep. That beep was slightly delayed. It was meant to come in, you know, exactly when I meant it to, you know, but it didn't, unfortunately. Let's do some jazz, because we love the jazz, don't we? Yeah, jazz. Cheesy jazz. We love cheesy jazz here. Yeah, very, very, very cheesy jazz.
I like cheese, but no cheesy jazz. I'm not a big jazz
Whoa,
fan.
there's limits. I've just played some excellent cheesy
You wear it
jazz,
out.
and there's you getting annoyed.
Cheese is awesome.
Cheese is
I
awesome.
feel sorry for the lactose intolerant people.
I especially like cheese with a pot pie, a couple of tomatoes, little
That's
cherry
just cheesy.
tomatoes, right? I like them, right? And also occasionally
Hello, everybody in
a
chat, by the
pickled
way.
onion. I like a pickled onion now and then.
What's your shirt say there, Lee?
My shirt says, "Stop looking at my shirt, Kafida."
Oh,
That's what it
okay.
says. Aye.
Well, is that a kid size?
Not anymore, love. Not with this physique.
Oh, I can't wear it then. I'm not gonna rate you. It says,
No,
stop
it's
looking at my
proper
shirt.
man size is this one, mate. Proper man size, yeah.
Look them muscles. Muscular.
I'm a bit of a big lad, me. When I put my mind to it, and I like blow up. Yeah.
That's extra cheesy.
Indeed, yeah. I've got about as much muscle as the chicken's legs next door.
As a crab leg.
yeah.
I don't know. I've got nothing. Crickets.
Crickets, yeah. I
Is that
really
right,
wish
Pete?
I had the cricket sound, because if I had the cricket sound, you'd be having that delivered
Oh,
nearly
Lord,
every
that's
time
all
you
I
speak.
hear. I feel like I was camping 24/7.
You would do, because, obviously, I can't get through to you any other way, Kafina.
You got the smack one, the whack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, like I said, that one's a good one. Was it that one, isn't it?
Whack it. Whack it. Like on a Happy Gilmore? Or which one? No, what is that?
Now, don't do it
Oh.
again. Hang on, look.
Oh!
Yeah.
Why would you do such a thing?
Now, don't you do it again.
Can
What
I
was it
change
you
your
said?
socks, sir? I want to change
So
your
you've
socks.
missed that. So Lisa, I love
Mr.
it that
Deeds.
you're here. I love it that you're here, Lisa Ray, because I have missed you genuinely. And it's Lisa Ray, everybody. Lisa Ray.
Lisa.
Thank you very much for showing up, Lisa Ray. Thank you very much. Now listen, you've missed our whole cheese conversation, and I would like to just point out that the conversation about cheese is the most important thing right now, at the moment, today.
Exactly.
And I think that it's worth a rewind to listen to what I said about cheese, because the things that I said about cheese and its surrounding conversations is most important, and I think we should all have a turn at that kind of chat. Because when else do you ever get the opportunity to talk about cheese? Or actually be cheesy. Cheesy Lee,
Whack.
Yeah, well,
I so need that sound. I don't know how to do that yet, and all that, but yeah,
Cheese,
I need
well,
to get that.
It's a very good point you make there, John Keller. I, in fact, today partook of a double cheeseburger. Wait for it, and a single cheeseburger, both with onions, raw, of course. I don't like fried. I didn't need them fried. I just had raw onions, lovely. Some little tomatoes chopped up inside, lovely, absolutely lovely. Melted all the cheese. Oh, it's actually really nice. I really enjoyed it tonight. Simple burgers, homemade, none of this McDonald's tripe. Yeah, so, yes, it was very, 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 very... Oh, is it raining for you? You lucky Alfred. What I wouldn't give to be sat out in the rain right now. So what's this? Howdy, Steve. Don't worry about Steve. You're here for me, mate. Don't worry about Steve, eh? He's always here, and he gallivanting away from his duties, Like I said, feed my narcissism. Don't you worry about all these other people surrounding you, He's not that important, I have to warn you, I'll binge watch a lot of... Whoa. See, this is what I shouldn't have on my own show. When it's about me, Shouldn't be about tales untold. I'm getting caught up on your vid. I mean, God, talking about another channel on my channel, on my screen, and I've allowed it. What? Am I mad? I must be going mad. How very, very dare you.
How dare thee?
How very dare you come into my show and start talking about binge watching someone else's show? I mean, don't worry about my show that needs the views. No, no, no. You go and give them to Stephen, he's only got a mere 300,000 subscribers. He really needs those views, doesn't he? Yes, yes. I don't. No, I don't need comments. No, no. I don't need any help in trying to help my channel grow. No, no. You go and help Steve Stockton with his 300,000 subscribers. Yes, and he needs the help. Jealous much, Lee? No, I'm not.
Not a bit.
No, not one little
no,
bit. No.
No ego. No squeegees to wipe it all off.
What, me? Oh, me? No.
Squeegee Lee. Lee needs a squeegee.
Oh, look, Lisa, right.
When we say
Sorry.
Lee needs a squeegee, that's
no,
why.
Don't be sorry.
Wipe all that
Don't be
off.
sorry. No, just don't even worry about it anymore. All right. You know I love you, Lee. Yeah. Of course you do. That's why you're chatting about other channels. Because you can't wait to get away from here. I'm joking. It's just a little joke. Just a little joke. I'm English. I'm an arsehole. All right. It's really easy to understand. Once you know what a dick I am, you'll appreciate it. Yep. Yeah. What's this? Steve and I go way back. I don't care about that, do I? Lisa, I'm only winding you up. It's just, it's something to talk about. You're a good target because you said what you said. All right. Now don't do it again. All right. Now out of it. That was a bit delayed. Let me do it. Let me try that again. All right. It's better. Let's talk about cheese, because everybody loves cheese, baby. See, you've got me back on it now. Oh, love a bit of Wensleydale. Love a bit of English strong cheddar, do I? You know. Hit me, baby, one more time. Just imagine you bent over my knee, right? You bent over my knee, because the girl's like that, right? Woohoo! Oh, you're such a naughty little girl. Don't do it again. I missed that one. Forget it. God, can't even get you to stay put. You're always moving. No, I don't do that.
You're
sort of
silly
thing.
today.
No
I'm
pain.
silly.
I'm not sadomasochistic, unless you really ask. But no. Kafida, why is your poster round the wrong way? It's on mirror. Take the mirror off.
It's showing up as backwards to you guys?
Yep.
I flipped it around and put it on mirror, so when I put it on mirror, it flipped it around the right way.
No.
Well, that sucks.
No, you don't do that. You don't need to do that. You put it on normal.
Hang on then.
God, women, eh? That woman.
That woman.
No idea what she's on about, that woman, haven't, you know. She really does struggle, like, with, you know, life in general.
How about now? It looks backwards to me, but hey.
Now. No, that's perfect now. Perfect.
Okay, it's just backwards to me then. Okay.
You just got your internet back. Oh, that's fabulous.
I'm mirroring my camera because it's like backing up. It's like reverse driving to me. No. I go to move my on the left and then move it. No.
Yeah, but guess what? Guess what? That's actually
Stop
correct.
it, Jimmy. Well, okay. I'm not driving.
I do the same thing here. When I move to my left, it looks
when
like
I move, you move.
Moving away from myself. That's why when I talk to you and go hi like that, I'm actually looking away from where you are.
My hair is all over my head. Exactly where it's supposed to be. I know. I'm trying to find you on my TV. Hang on.
Perfect.
Oh,
that's it. That's brilliant. That.
There we go.
Perfect. Everybody's starting to use my vernaculars. My vernaculars, you know, like Jeddies and Lentilman and
euphemisms.
Without Derther a foo. And
okay.
you know,
I have to go feed Mama Kitty.
What's that? You
Loki's
smell
over
what?
there at the door. Loki's over there at the door. Well, you can't see unless I turn the thing off. Mama
Ah.
Kitty's on the front porch.
All
I'll
right.
have to
Yeah.
show her food on the back
Kitty
porch.
catties. Oh, we all love the kitty
Meow,
catties,
pushy,
don't
pushy
we?
cat. What's new, pussy cat? I love you, I
What's
love
new,
you.
pussycat?
Whoa,
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 whoa.
whoa.
Meow.
What's new, pussycat? Whoa, 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 whoa. Pussycat, pussycat, I
I
love
love
you.
you.
Yes, I do.
The dogs are going crazy. I got to pet them now.
You and your pussycat eyes.
Extra cheesy.
Extra cheesy. You know I like cheesy. Moo. Moo. Moo.
Is that a cow or a cat? What are you doing?
It's a mix between. It's called a meow cat. A meow cow.
Yeah,
It's a
a
meow cow.
meow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meow.
It's cat. Oh, cat. Oh. Okay. See what I did there? Oops. What am I doing? I'm copying the chat. I don't need
Here,
that. Stop
there,
that.
hitty,
Get off
hitty,
there.
hitty, hitty, hitty. Here, there,
Hickey.
hitty.
Whack. Lord have mercy. What's going on today? It's supposed to be chill, chat, and rock. In, everybody.
Mark.
Chill, chat, and cheese. Coming to
Thirsty
a
bird.
first floor
Thirsty
audio
bird,
near
thirsty
you.
chicken.
Okay, I got to see about my mama Kitty and my coffee here. I'll be back. Fair
And off
warning.
she goes again. See what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? Cannot rely on her. Not at all. Go on,
Hey,
get out.
you're on the TV, and I have my other little silly,
Not good enough.
silly,
No, I'm not accepting your excuses anymore.
right here,
Yeah,
and the
that's all they
chat's
are,
up
is
on it.
excuses.
So I'll be back. And I'm brushing my hair.
Anyway, enough. Well, I'm just playing random nothingness, and it just means absolutely nothing. But I am good at it. No, thank you very much. Oh, thank you. Okay, right, shut up. Thank you. They just don't know when to stop, these people. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Don't know what to do about it, you know. And where is everybody anyway tonight? Where are you all? Hey, what you doing? It's Tuesday night. Nothing else is going on. You know, this has got to be the most interesting thing tonight, surely. I mean, you know. I mean, to be fair, I do rather enjoy watching a wall dry after painting it. That's always just as interesting as this show. You know. Watching me drift off to sleep is also another, I suppose, another good thing. Oh, sorry, I forgot I was doing a show. Hello! Welcome. We're just chilling and chatting about cheese, you know. So, I wonder how many cheese factories there are in one city. Just one city in the States. I'm not talking about England because there's bloody loads of them in England, all right? But let's take, for instance, California. Do we think there's any cheese factories in California? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no, and I'll tell you for why. Because everybody over there is too busy smoking weed to eat cheese. I'm just putting it out there, you know. The munchies they're eating are M&Ms, Hershey bars, you know, popcorn maybe, you know. In my city, there are no cheese factories. I can't believe that, Lisa. No, I'm sorry, I don't know. You're in Florida, are you? Wow, you're in one of the best places in the world. You really are. No. You know, wow. Yeah. If I was to go to America, that's probably one of the places I wouldn't mind being. There. I wouldn't mind Tennessee. I wouldn't mind Texas. But I would avoid California like the plague, because it is just an infested plague. Same as I would never go to Portland or where else? I wouldn't go to Chicago. I wouldn't go to New York anymore. No freaking way, mate. Especially since they're going to have Mr. Communist involved in a minute. That'd be good fun, wouldn't it? They're going to love that. They are. Yeah, they're going to love that. He's going to be great, he is, mate. Loves white people, he does. Yeah, but obviously they can't be racist, because... I'm all out of you're all out of cheese. Oh, no. I'm all out of cheese. I'm so lost without it. I can't have no toast. Yeah, look, see, Henry's been on the Google. Yeah, you've been Googling things, haven't you? 1,290 licensed cheesemakers do. Lots of local farm cheese. I know. See, that's the thing. The reason why I say there's more cheese factories than what you think, because if you don't even think of it on an industrial scale, a cheese factory is something that produces cheese, right? Whether it's a 2-man job or whether it's a 200-man job sort of thing, yeah? A cheese factory is a cheese factory is a cheese factory. So if you count that, right, there's way more cheese factories than you'll ever imagine, right? Because I bet most people that breed cows for milk, right, or, you know, use cows for milk, any money, they also make their own cheese. Because what's the point of having cows if you're not going to make your own cheese, Gromit? You know. Oh, you don't even like a bit of Wensleydale? Oh, Gromit, I've got the wrong trousers on. Anywho, yeah, that's it, see? And whereabouts is that, Henry? Is that in your area, or are you talking, hang on, right, okay, 126 cheese factories in Wisconsin making 350 varieties of cheese. More than any other state. There you go, see? I told you. That's just one state. You know what I mean? It's not even a city, that is a state, so I mean, all right, but, mate, your states are bigger than our country. So, yeah. My neighbour makes cheese. I can see this is going to be a great conversation tonight. I have picked a really good subject, haven't I? Eh? So, yeah, well done for that, Henry. Nice bit of Googling there. Oh, thank you very much. We should call you Professor Henry from now on. I love all types of cheese except American cheese. I'd probably agree with you there. I tell you what I love. I love cheeses from England. I do, and I like Australian cheeses. There's some nice ones. I do think a lot of it depends on the cows and you know, where they're being fed. If they're grass-fed and stuff, you know. But like good grass, like here in England, like New Zealand make great cheese as well. You know, do you know what I mean? I'm a cheddar man. My favourite cheese is a cheddar, but I like it extra mature. You know, stinky as you like. You know, and just really strong. And I don't mind if it's a crumbly cheese or a rubbery kind of cheese. I don't really give a shit what cheese it is, really, to be honest. I do prefer the more crumbly cheese, and they seem to be a bit more creamy like that. But I like it strong. It has to be really strong so I can, taste the flavour. I love melted cheese. See, I'll do anything for melted cheese. Do you know what I mean? What's this, John? Oh, I've said that, and I've did that. You bought a Facebook friend. Just looked at the cheese chapter. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. What's that? Easy like cheesy morning. Ah, well done, yeah. What's that? Hey, The cans of easy cheese? Cans? Cans? What are you on about? Cheese should never come in a can. What on earth are you Whoa, that just blows my mind. That does. Yeah, French cheese is okay, right? Apart from like camembert. I do not like that soft, gooey shit. It's not, to me, that's just gone off milk. Do you know what I mean? I don't mind cheese spread, when it's the right one. Dairy Lee cheese spread, lovely. But, obviously it'd be different in the States because they got to add the 16,000 chemicals for you guys, you know what I mean, to help poison you. Do you know what I mean? A lot of the pharmaceutical company says, patient cured is a customer lost. So, let's just make them all ill so we can provide them with our wonderful products. You love what cheese? Burrata. Oh, I say. I love burrata cheese on roasted tomatoes. Yeah, although you'd say, I love burrata cheese on roasted tomatoes. Just so wrong. So wrong. No, I love melted cheese. Yeah, like I said, a nice big tomato. Chop it in half. Whack some cheese over it. Oh, God, yeah. Jacket potato with cheese. Suit you, sir. I don't understand people that don't like cheese, because I think it's just one of them all-round things that everybody can eat, apart from the people that have these sudden thing that we never used to have when we were children, when I was a child. We didn't have all this aversion to dairy products and stuff, lactose intolerance. What's that all about? That's been created, mate, that bastard, I'm telling you now. That's been created. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, they're happy to give it to children as well. They love the children. Yeah. Because those children are going to grow up to be customers, you see. It's no good them children being healthy, is it? Because if those children grow up healthy, there won't be no customers for the pharmaceutical companies, will there? Let's be honest and fair. It's a business. It's not about caring for the community or people. It's about making money, okay? For the investors, all right? Get it right then. So just understand business and don't do it again. That's another slap on my wrist from YouTube. Thank you. Because obviously truth hurts. And, you know what I mean, don't you? Mexican cheese, I've never had it. I don't think we get any products really from Mexico like that. We get fake Mexico stuff, we get tacos and stuff like that, but they're not true Mexican, are they? There's no way. Yeah, do you know something? Right, I appreciate that, but do you know something? I hate it. Because knowledge is power, but it's also a curse. And I'm one of them really analytical people. I know I joke and I laugh and all the rest of it, but I am deadly serious when it comes to a lot of things, and I look very deeply. And I don't just look at one side of something either. I look around it and in it and through it. That's why I do take sides, but I kind of don't as well, I see a point of view of each. unless it's completely ridiculous and lunacy. And then, you know, I'm completely on the side of normality, you know. Even if it does fall in line with someone with orange skin, I don't give a shit. You know what I mean? You know, a right is a right and a wrong is a wrong. Yeah, end of, you know. You know, girls and men's lose. Sorry, I stand on normality. Isn't that right, Henry? See, Henry knows all about it. Sawdust, like plant-based meats. Yeah, no, what? What are we talking about here? What have I missed? Have I missed something there, Henry? Because I was talking about cheeses, isn't it, from animals that are fed with stuff. I let cows convert plants to meat, not factories. Yeah, that's it, yeah. That's it. That's exactly that, yep. Yeah, well, there's a certain person in there that wants to buy up all the farms and then feed you bugs, you know, or feed you fake meat, you know, grow fake meat. What's that about? It's not fed on anything, is it? It's just grown. So it's not taking the nutrients out of the earth and putting it back into its flesh and then you consume it, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yep. Yep. So anyway, what a conversation about cheese, eh? Cheese, Gromit. Cheese. But you know, I've been here for nearly an hour already. Can you believe it? A whole hour. A whole hour, yes. Yeah, good man. Yeah, good man. Yeah. Well, Gil Bates can go suck one. That's what he can do, mate. I think there's only one place that bloke needs to be, and it's, you know, it's underground. You know, that man is true evil, the epitome of evil, and so is Mr. I've disappeared Fauci. Where's he gone? Funny, he had so much to say, and there's nowhere to be seen now. That's really funny, that, isn't it? Yeah. I helped pay to create this thing, but hey, take this jab. Yeah. You know, because I also say so, and I'm going to make a load of money out of it. So do it. Do as you're told, you evil people. Yeah, well, I ain't stupid, and I'm sorry. I don't experiment on myself. I was ostracized by loads of people for that. But you know, each to their own. I never ostracized anybody that was fooled by their bullshit. You ever watched the movie Cloud Atlas? I think I have. Have I? It's a modern film, isn't it? I don't think I have, actually. It's a fairly modern one, isn't it? They use cloned people as recycled food. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Yeah, that's lovely, that, isn't it? Beautiful. Beautiful. Kind of like The Matrix, like that, isn't it? They used all the dead and mixed it up and then fed it intravenously to people, you know. Used us as batteries. That's a very... it's a metaphor. The whole film is a metaphor for the reality that, you know, you live in a kind of matrix that's controlled by outside sources that have no concern for your well-being whatsoever. All they care about is the buck and the next thing, you know. But it's just about money. It is literally that, and you are just a battery, someone to use as a workforce to better them. You know, whoever them are. And I'm not talking about your average, you know, billionaire entrepreneur sort of thing. I'm talking about the ones that you don't know who they are because they're that secret. And we all know there's a group of people that you know, use everybody as cannon fodder and stuff, you know, create problems over here so they can take this over here, you know, do this over there so they can do this in here, you know. do something to blind you, to get it on the news and stuff, so that all you're watching is this, whilst over here with this hand, it's misdirection. You know, a lot of the stuff that you see and hear and stuff is not even to be believed. It's only half-truths. And, you know, that's why I never believe in one thing any of these authorities tell me. Not one thing. I don't believe in any of it. I'm a leader, not a follower, as they say. You know. What's this, Henry? Alligator Alcatraz. Oh, what a great idea. What a great idea that is, isn't it, eh? I thought that was so funny, even if they're just, you know, being glib. I think it's funny. I really do. It'd work, wouldn't it? Like I say, what's the point? You've got 60 miles that way, 60 miles that way, 60 miles that way, and 60 miles that way, mate. Just swamp and alligators and snakes. Crack on, mate. You know, good luck to you. You know? So you can kind of see where I lie, but I also, you know, I'm fairly, you know, there's that, I'm fairly that, and I tick-tock like that through life. And I never, ever do that over that way, you know. That way's just way too far. I might go that way a bit more, but that way, just, no. Just, that's where all the nose piercings and the green hair belong, right over here, you know. This left side over here, you know. All the Fruit Loops of the world that have been released from asylums, or just not put into them where they belong, you know. The ones that all believe, you know, I'm a carrot, or, you know, I wear a dog mask and go to school with a dog bowl. You know, just... Yeah. I mean, look, I'm not the smartest of people, but I know what a man is and I know what a woman is. I think I've known that since I was, I don't know, 2 or 3 maybe. Yeah, you know, it's a funny thing. Yeah. I also know what an autogynephile is. Does anybody know what an autogynephile is? Who's you taken massive advantages during recent freaky times? Anybody know what it is? Don't go looking it up. Just tell me if you know what it is. If you don't know what it is, I'll explain. Because I don't mind that. An autogynephile. No? No one? No one knows? Nobody knows! It is a male who loves to dress like a female because they get a kick out of it, not because they want to be it, because they get a turn on off of it, and they also get a turn on of making women feel uncomfortable in women's spaces. And since all that lovely good idea from the last lot of Mr. Sleepy, right, making it, oh no, it's perfectly fine, and having a whole day celebrating them, you're just basically, you've opened the door to a bunch of abusers. Well done. Well done. Because you can't tell the difference between what is one of those, an autogynephile, and what is a genuine person that, for whatever reason, is, you know, thinking differently or feeling differently. You know what I mean? You can't tell the difference. And they're going to swear blind that then they're the other, aren't they? They're going to say, oh, no, I'm in the change, you know. Don't matter, they're just having a fetish, expressing their fetish. I mean, Jesus Christ. What is the world like, innit, hey, Kafina? Hey, Kafina! She's never here when you need her, is she? Hey? I'm just sat here talking to myself. Hey? Isn't that right, J.D. Lenman? Isn't it? She just left me in the lurch, and she's just lurched me. Left me in the lurch, you know. I don't know. Shall I play a record, shall I? What shall I play, John? Come on, John, pick a record, John. Here, John. Everybody's gone quiet. Why is that? Artifact? Oh, all right. All right. All right. Woo. All right, mate. Don't get pushy. Yeah. All right, mate. I'll do that for you. It's not very good in this, whilst I'm sat in this chair. This chair's bloody shit for, excuse my language, for playing piano. Because it's so low, you know. It's not like my stool, which is nice and high. But anyway, I'm not scared. It's just the kind of guy I am to give it a go. Yeah. I don't know, John. I think everybody's just disappeared. It's okay. It's okay. I'll cry in my sleep later. I'll be all right. Don't worry about me, mate. I'll be fine. It is what it is, mate, isn't it? You know? I can't be crying about it. So, cheese. We found out in Wisconsin, sorry, there's a lot of cheese factories. A heck of a lot of cheese factories. Isn't that right, Henry? Was it Henry that told us that? Or was it? I can't remember now. Yes, it was. It was Henry. There you go. 1,290 licensed cheesemakers, too. Just, you know, but look, 126 cheese factories in Wisconsin. Making 350 varieties of cheese, Gromit. Oh, what a lovely place to work, Gromit. That's where I want to go, Gromit. I want to go up there and eat their cheese. I could live right outside one of their lovely factories, Gromit. That was a pretty poor impression, but hey, yeah, look. Come on. Oh, Nick Parks started that off. I'm pretty sure it was Nick Parks. Ah, here he is. Hello, Callum. All right, mate. And what do you know about cheese? Everybody else seems to have a lot to say about cheese. And obviously, it's very welcomed when people know a thing about 2 or 3 about cheese. I love cheese, and I was just saying that in Wisconsin, there are 126 cheese factories, and there's 126 cheese factories in Wisconsin making 350 varieties of cheese, Gromit. More than any other state. That's America. America. And then we've got someone from where else? Where else? Was it, Lisa? You're in Florida, aren't you? Florida. There are no cheese factories. Is that right? I don't know. Barfly girl, where you been? You let us down. You missed the whole conversation about cheese. We love cheese. How lovely to see you. What's this? I should what? You should jump in the Discord with me and Shay and stream mine and Shay's game of League 2. No, you don't want that. That'd be boring. That'd be so boring, mate. So boring. And besides that, your two's language, no. Definitely not. Definitely. Anyway, no one wants to see that. No one wants to see that. Watch, right? I'm going to put it on. You watch. No one. And I repeat, no one. Watch this. I'm going to prove to you. Right? No one wants to see that. You just woke up, Butterfly Girl. Oh, no. You're a polite gentleman of the South. Yeah, right. Yeah. Hello, my name is President. When he puts on. Yeah, there ain't enough people here to even contemplate or make a change of any kind whatsoever, right? Of any kind of thing. And where am I looking? There's people in the lobby. That's Luke's one, isn't it? Where am I looking? See, I can't even put that word up there. I don't even know where to look much. So that's just a waste of time. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it. See? Lisa don't want to watch a game. See? No. She came in for Lee G. No. Yeah. See, and besides that, we're having a lovely, lovely conversation about cheese. You don't realise how great cheese is. You know? Boo. Yeah, Callum says, boo. Why don't anybody want to watch us play our boring game? I don't know, mate. Maybe it's because it's boring. I'm not here to talk about my I'm not here to talk about my transition. I'm a woman, see? That's the best South Park ever, that one was. That is just the best. That was the best. Everybody knows how I act here, mate. See here, right here we have my normal like drummy session thing going on right there. Like, let's save that with that screen actually. That's easy. Randy Savage can't go wrong. No, that's it, mate. No, that's it, mate. I love the old wrestling, the old American wrestling. I find that fun. I found it fun. I did. Even if I do, whoa, man, we're going down a tunnel, dude. Oh, well, man. Hey, like, Florida, man. Oh, we're not now. Oh, no. These things were definitely invented by people on acid. I swear. It's like, wow, what can I do? I don't know. You can always give me 2 if you want. I don't mind. I have got a goal set out. You know, I always have the goal set out. Look, I'll show you, right? Because that's just the kind of guy I am. So, right, there's the goal as normal. We've got exactly 0 so far, right? So, we've got another, what's it? It's 1 hour, 10 minutes we've been going for. So, we've got another 50 minutes to gain the five goals. If we do, then we go an extra hour. If not, hey, I get to go and lay in the heat and still won't be able to sleep. Yeah, I know. Not a lot different, you know. But that's life. That's what all the people say. Shut down in April, riding high in May. D-Rock, mate. Hello, mate. You come in with it as well. Look at this, look. Dude, McDuder from Dudeville, Dudonia. See, look, now you're both on it now. Look at that, look, eh? See? D-Rock, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Brilliant. Everybody give him a round of applause. Yeah. And Lisa Ray. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Woo. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Thank you very much. See, 3 more of them, and you got me for another hour. Thanks very much. It's a joke. It's just a little joke. Just a little joke. I don't mean anything by it, apart from, where's that Kafida? Absolutely useless. I might as well just kick her off. You know? She's just there, but never there, you know? I thought we was cultured in here. No, mate. No. But I always do believe that we have got a bit of a rapport, you know, you and us, and me and you and they. And, you know, that. You know? Yeah, mate. Very cultured in here, very cultured, you know. That's why we was talking about cheeses from around the world. Because we love cheese over here on First Lawn, you know. Very cheesy show. You know, where a lot of cheesy things are said and done. And cheesy songs are sung. And cheesy attitudes are taken. And cheese is consumed. Yeah. Just don't try and get the cheese fresh out of the cow. That's never a good thing. Lee's a bit of a cheat. I'm not, actually not, right? Do you know what it was? I came on the show tonight and I thought, what can I talk about? And I just literally randomly just started going on about cheese. You know how a conversation about cheese can be had. You know, you could talk about cheese factories in different parts of the world and the different kinds of cheese. And, you know, for someone who works with cheese, it's a very interesting conversation. For everybody else, not so much. Anyway, hello, Katie. Oh, no, how is Katie? She's in the kitchen again. She's cooking. Aye. Katie's kitchen. What you got cooking? How's about cooking something up for me? Yeah. We've already done our jazz segment. I won't bore you with it again. I must now depart because our game is about to start, but I leave with a fart and say goodbye, you tart. Well, thanks very much, Callum. That's absolutely wonderful. Wonderful. Say hello to my lovely, loving son. And, yeah, that's about it, really. And enjoy your stupid game. See if I care. See you later, buddy. Cheers for popping in. I'm getting leftovers. Oh, thanks very much. That's all I'm worth, isn't it? Hey, look, if it's cabbage, you know, cabbage, right? Potatoes and assorted greens and carrots and stuff, right? Oh, right, that's cool. And Callum, yes. Oh, hello, son. Oh, yeah, my son. Right, so if it's that, you can make me a bubble and squeak. I'll be happy with that. Bit of brown sauce, lovely bit of bubble and squeak. Oh, lovely. Ah, yeah, I do like that. Got to have the white cabbage, though. Got to have the white cabbage. Bit of potato, you know, bit of potato, white cabbage. All in a pan, frying nicely. Olive oil, only ever olive oil, thank you. Yeah. None of these vegetable oils or any of this other crap. It's nice, lovely olive oil. Oh. I could drink olive oil, me. Yeah. I do like to cook a little bit myself. I can cook. I'm not a chef by any means, but there's nothing I'm scared to cook or scared to have a go at. Nothing. It's just another thing, you know. If another human being can do it, you know, anybody can do it really, if you put your mind to it. Even piloting a plane. Funny enough, there's a lot of people that can pilot planes, you know, because they put their mind to it and they flew the plane, you know. That's why I don't hold my musical abilities very high, because it's something that anybody can learn if you put your mind to it, and if you've got the inclination to do it. Not everybody wants to be a musician, do they? Not everybody wants to play an instrument. So when everybody says, "Oh, you're so talented," and things like that, I'm very nonchalant about it. It's like, yeah, you know, I like music, so I'll take you know, effort to do something with it, you know. Do you know what I mean? Same as anything. Same as you, Katie, with the cooking. You know? I am lonely, Mark. You can join me anytime, mate. Do you want to join me? I'll flick you the link if you want the link, mate, me old cocker, me old shady. I bet you're driving your truck in the morning, are you, mate? You can come and keep me company if you like, mate. No other bastard wants to join me. I mean, Kafita's here, but she's not really ever here. So, you know, it's pretty pointless her even being here, really. Let's be fair about it, you know. If you like me and don't like the funky olive oil taste, what? Don't use extra virgin. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if you don't really like the olive oil taste, don't use extra virgin or olive oil. That's it, because it's very flavourful, that one. But see me, I don't care. It's just olive oil. But I tell you what, give me garlic. Plenty of garlic. I love the old garlic. You can shove that in anything, pretty much. I like a lot of garlic. Here you go, Mark. Join that, mate, me old shady. And as soon as you join me, I'll delete it. All right? Gotta love the garlic, mate. I love it as well when you walk in a room and someone says, "Oh, can you smell garlic?" And I'm like, "Yes, I can. Yes, I am garlic." That's how you can tell I'm not a vampire, though I stay up all night. Though I'm a night owl, I am actually not allergic to garlic or the Holy Cross, crucifix. No. We know who the King is, don't we, Jesus? You know what I mean? So yeah, if you're joining me, buddy, olive oil, fresh minced garlic. Yeah, we'll see how we're talking. See, I love me Italian. So Italian herbs, yeah, grated parmesan and pizza dough. Lots of see, it's perfecto. That's it. Sorry, wet phalanges. Yes, my phalanges are rather dry, luckily, right now. I mean, normally in this heat, but like I said, I've got all the lights out and I am sitting as still as possible. Because the more I move around, the hotter I'll get. You know, the more exercise I put into things, the more I'm gonna literally, you know, like I said, melt into the chair like a character off of Wizard of Oz, namely the Wicked Witch of the West. So, a needle pulling thread, a note to follow yourself. Oh yeah, you're my OnlyFans, are you? Yeah, I've got an OnlyFan there. You know. Oh, hang on, let's put this on, and then let's. Gentlemen, let me welcome, if I may, our wonderful friend, Mark Shettle.
Hello.
Here he is, bouncing around in his chair, on his little journey in his truck.
That's it. Oh, excuse me. I'm a bit
G'day,
bouncy
mate.
at the moment.
G'day. You're on a bit of a rough road, I reckon, over there, mate.
Just a bit.
You're on a bit of a dirt track, are you?
Yeah, I am. I'll flick the camera around and show you. I'm back at that strawberry farm we're at
Oh,
last
yeah,
week.
where you were last time, yeah?
Yeah, mate. Yeah,
that's a rough journey, dude.
Oh, hang on.
Flick that camera around, that's it. Yeah.
Hang on. Yeah. Settings. It's highly technical, this.
Oh, very technical, mate. You know what I mean?
Here we go.
Being an engineer, you'd be better at those things, wouldn't you?
You would think so. Righto.
Yeah, look at that great big groove across that. I mean, that's farm tracking land. That is.
Yeah. This one's a bit on the rough side, but once we get up a bit further, it gets better.
Yeah. I remember. I said that is what you call rough land right there. It is rocking and rolling. Yeah, you're right there, Lisa. Yeah.
It's a beautiful 13 degrees here for us, and it's a bit chilly compared to what we're used to, but as you can see, it's a beautiful clear day. Bit of wind around. Yeah,
well, for us, it's been, like I said, we have the normal sort of centigrade over here, you know, rather than Fahrenheit.
Yeah, and, I'm talking centigrade too. I'm not talking that funny.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly, yeah. Yeah, so for you, 30 is quite mild, isn't it, for you?
Yeah, that's still getting up there. That's still getting hot, but
we had 32 here today.
Yeah. So it's 13 degrees
hot.
Celsius here now. So 12, 13. So that's what. It's a bit cool, and the wind is making it cooler.
Yeah.
So
but the thing is, for you guys, inland, it's drier heat, isn't it? Whereas the whole of the UK is basically just it might as well be a swamp that surrounds it, sort of thing. You know what I mean? It is so it is so bloody humid. Do you know we're one of the most humid places on the planet, England?
Well, with all that moisture you got floating around,
we're completely surrounded, aren't we, by water? And it's not a very big island when you really look at it in comparison to somewhere like Oz or the States. You know what I mean? It's bloody tiny, is what it is.
Yeah.
It's no bigger than a state. You know what I mean? We're not bigger than what? Texas. You fit about four Britons in Texas,
Something like that. We fit a fair bit in too, because I'm on the
Exactly.
east coast of Australia.
Yeah,
For
yeah,
those of you watching, I'm in a place called Brisbane, which is
yeah,
in the state of Queensland. So,
yeah.
and
Queensland, yeah.
the ocean's not that far away from me. It's about, you know, seriously, it's about a 20-minute drive at the
Yeah, well, there
most.
you go. So your humidity is going to be high where you are there then.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, the
But
closer
hey,
you are to water, the more the humidity is what will kill you.
but it's, look, I can't complain. It's a really nice place to live. We got everything at our fingertips. I
Yeah.
do look. I have been to the UK back in '94, in May, June '94. I was over there, and come on, mate, get on your side of the
Bloody
road. That
hell.
was,
Get on.
oh yeah,
That's exactly what I thought. Well, where's he freaking going?
yeah,
Jesus.
yeah.
You don't want to mess with
So,
what you got there either, miss. You'd have just squished over him.
oh,
Idiot.
not quite. It would have made some damage, and
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
but
so,
they,
yeah. Yeah, so whereabouts in the UK did you come when you come over then?
well, thinking about it now, we're around your area because we didn't spend that much time in the UK, and we're at Southsea, and we jumped on the ferry and went over to France because we went to the 60th commemorations of the landing at Normandy Beach. Did I break
You
up then?
can't
Did
read
I?
the comments on this. Oh, sorry, mate. Right, sorry, Mark. I'm laughing because Lisa
No,
Ray wants you to say the word no, because we know
no,
how you guys say the word no.
no,
It's like no.
no.
I do find it rather fun.
Uh,
As you know, I absolutely adore accents, don't I? That's why I do a lot of them. Because I love the way different people say different things. It's just so bloody funny. It's hilarious. I love it. She says, "Oh, she loves it." Oh, we lost connection from you there, mate. So if
it
you did say,
it might drop out a
did
few
say that.
times, Lee. Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
know, mate. Yeah, I know what the signal's like out there, mate. Your internet services are pretty poor anyway, aren't they, bud? Yeah, I know he thinks that as well. He does. They haven't got
Oh,
good
I'm back.
service.
I'm back.
Yeah, you are back, mate. You keep to and froing. It's all right. You're around, you know. Isn't that right, Kafina? See? I knew you'd be there at some point, Kafina. Yeah, of course I have an accent. I have a correct accent, and he doesn't. Oh, you know it's a joke, mate. You know I'm only joking. See, thing is, with
Boys
Aussies
will
and
be
English,
boys.
we are very similar humoured. Very
Now I have to turn the TV
foul
back down.
language and stuff like that as well, you know. Santa Claus, you.
Boys.
Where's me
Boys will be
bike?
boys.
There's
In the
loads of
phone
other
book.
crap here, but there's go here I
Turn the TV
like.
back down. There we go. Oh,
So that so our connection might get a little bit better. Now I'm
uh-oh.
back out on the main road, so hopefully I've got
Yeah,
good
but
5G
like
connection.
I said, mate, you know, inferior and everything, you know.
Oh
Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, well,
Yeah, I reckon you
we
should have
did
a
get
I
a
word.
lot
love
of
it.
your we did get a lot of your forefathers out here back in the day.
You did, mate. Yeah, you got kind of a lot of them, mate. There's a lot of
Hey,
people we
and
just didn't want, mate, and we thought we'd get rid of them over there, mate. Somehow it didn't work.
yeah, well, yeah, but they're still coming though. We still get people immigrating from the UK.
I know, mate. I don't know what's the matter with them, mate.
Give Mark a proper howdy. Howdy, Mark.
Now,
Hey, Kathita, how
I mean,
are you?
I'd love it if it
All
wasn't
right,
for your
fair and partly
wildlife.
cloudy.
Yeah. If it wasn't for your wildlife over there, mate, I'd be more inclined to come over.
Hey, Tennessee's like Australia. Everything's
Yeah,
trying to kill you out there.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well,
We have a little bit of everything
you got
down here.
crocs and everything, you haven't you?
Oh,
In
no, that I
Tennessee.
don't. He might. There's jellyfish and everything out there.
Oh yeah,
in
where
Australia.
where he is,
Yeah,
mate. There's literally about 400,000 different kinds of spider that would kill you for a start.
a lot of things just look deadly. Some of them is
I'm not a
just
fan of spiders
decoys,
myself, you know.
or just for.
Exactly that. See,
There's
exactly
like
that,
a
Lisa.
I don't know what kind of bug it is, but it looks kind of like a scorpion and a
No,
praying mantis. It spreads its wings open. It's got like a scorpion thing comes over its head and stabs at stuff, but it's not poisonous or anything. So they
Lisa,
say. I'll take their
I
word
don't
for it.
have an accent. Y'all do.
Hey, I don't. You left yours in the barn. Stop that.
No, I'm not on about you. I'm on about Lisa. Look, she's like, I don't have an
And what
accent.
accent was
Y'all
she?
do.
Where's Lisa
You
from?
all do. Yeah.
So,
See?
so, so back in the day, back when I was young and silly, and I look, I'm still young and silly, but
When
anyway,
you
when I was,
were,
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I was going to say when you were.
yeah, when you were. So it was the summer of '94, and we spent about 2 weeks in a place called Arromanches in France, and that's near one of the gold, and the beaches along there. And
Yeah.
every year, people bring their World War II vehicles, and they're screaming up and down the roads, and
Oh,
there's
nuts.
As one does.
commemorations and reenactments and all that sort of stuff. It's if you ever get the chance, you should go because it's just an eye opener.
And
Oh,
what's it
yeah.
called?
So it's to do with June. So we're over there for June the 6th, D-Day landings, and there's a lot of celebration. The place we stayed in a caravan park at a place called Arromanches, I think, or Arromanches in France. It's
Arab.
virtually on the sea.
Is it Aramachas or Arabah? Is it M or B?
I'm
Google
Aramanches.
might know.
So
Let me come.
well, if you look at sort of Gold, and the other beaches around that area, you'll probably find it. It's a little town on the French seaside. It's where
Aramachas.
it's where a lot of the major landings happened on D-Day during World War II.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, so, and
Yeah.
then they have the old, you can understand then the war vehicles going up and down then, can't you?
Yes.
So it's
Yes.
like a
Yeah.
rally then, almost like a
Yeah.
rally.
Oh, yeah. But bigger than what you've ever seen. It's
Yeah,
you
I can imagine.
can probably find some footage of it on YouTube or photos
No,
of it.
I'll have to have a look.
It's just incredible. It's one of those things that I won't say once in a lifetime, but you go and do it and experience it, and you you don't get the idea what it was like on the day, but you can envisage the amount of vehicles and people and all that sort
Yeah,
of
oh
stuff.
yeah, totally. You know, it's
You
like
know,
air shows and stuff like that, and
yeah,
things like that. It's way bigger than what you realise it actually is.
yep, yep,
Because whenever you see these things like on a show or anything like that, you only see a tiny, tiny fragment of it. You just haven't got the time to show it all.
exactly,
But
exactly.
when you're there, you can feel the atmosphere as well. That's the other thing. The smells.
Yep,
The
yep,
smells are the most important thing. People don't realise. It's like with them old engines that you deal with, the smells of the oil and the hot air and everything. That the whole visceral part of it is what really drives you to want to do it more. It's the feel of
yes,
those power engines. I can imagine being on it and you can feel that the heaviness and the power of it. You know what I mean? Because I mean they're immense. You're talking what bloody nearly 10 tons surely for one of them
yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
them bloody
That's about the right.
them.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, on Mark's channel, Mark's Shed Talk. He has a lot of
He's got a big
restoration,
He's got
rebuilding.
a workshop and he works
Yep,
on
massive.
steam
Yeah,
powered engines.
huge
Would that be a
things.
fair assessment, Mark?
Yes, that's correct. And I'm actually restoring an example from the Fowler Steam Plough Works, which was located in Leeds of London back in
Oh,
the day
nice.
when John Fowler and company were one of
Yeah,
the big employers of. In fact, I've got a reproduction catalogue, and in there they state at any one time they could employ up to something like 4,000 men and boys to do the work. And that's the actual wording in, promoting what they could do. John
yeah,
Fowler and Company uh, have a big legacy in the UK as well as a lot of other manufacturers
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, we were massive for it.
Yeah,
we were. The UK was massive for the old, especially the industrial stuff. You know, lorries basically that were steam engined lorries and
yep,
Lorries, now that's like a
crazy.
big
It just
rig,
took
right? A
over
big
from the
truck.
horse, didn't it? It took over from the horse. You know.
yeah, yeah. Like as all things, we
Yeah.
really haven't invent. When you look at technology, if you have a close look at it,
Yeah.
there's not a lot of stuff
It's
that's new. All
no,
it
it's
is
not.
is
It's re-improved. It's just
that's right. That's
re-improved,
it. Yep.
improved upon. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I
Because
mean,
what
that's
we've
why
been
the
making.
combustion engine is the combustion engine. It came from those steam engines. The
Yeah.
whole idea of the pistons, the pressure, you know,
Yep.
it's all about that.
Because
The pop, bang, whiz.
that's it. Suck, squeeze, bang, blow.
Stuck, squeeze, blow. Yeah.
See is
Yeah.
real.
Kafida, could you drop Mark's channel in the chat,
Yes,
please,
sir.
darling?
I sure can.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. But you know, yeah, we've been doing this business like motor vehicles or vehicles of sorts for what well over 150 years or more.
Yeah.
Just
It's
recently,
getting
big.
200 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, well, I was just going to say, big
Because when
celebrations.
did the Wright brothers first do that?
Oh, yeah. But we already had horse and carriage back
we
then.
already had
And
we already had trains going, didn't we? In the
yeah,
18th.
yeah.
In the 18th century.
Yeah.
When was it? Like mid 18th century or near
Yeah.
the end?
There's Mark's link in
Yep.
the chat now.
Yeah,
Thanks,
it was in the
Kavita. Well,
You're welcome.
1800s, wasn't it? So
Because I was just going to say, Lee, over in the UK at the moment, the railways in the UK, they're celebrating 200 years of the railway in
yeah,
the United Kingdom.
Yeah,
If
there
you
you
look
go.
online, there's one guy, Laurie's Mechanical Marvels. He's an interesting character, and but there's other places that are celebrating the 200 years of the birth of the railway, and there's plenty of places in the UK like there's a working museum called
oh yeah,
Beamish.
we're famous for that shit, mate.
Yeah.
We love engineering over here. I mean,
Yeah.
our most famous person was Fred Dibner. You ever heard of him?
Yeah, mate. Yep, I've heard of him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he was very, very famous. I mean, he's still beloved even to this day.
Yeah. Well,
you know, he
for
was
instance,
a great train engineer and just an engineer in general. But he was also
Yep.
a steeplejack, wasn't he?
that's right. That's where he made his
That's where he made
fortune.
yeah,
living.
He-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
He used to take chimneys down brick by brick, mate. 300
Yep.
foot high ones.
Yep,
It's like,
yep.
what the hell? Nuts.
He would climb the chimneys without any safety harness or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, Fred Dibner. Yeah.
So to give you an example, the steamroller I'm working on was built in 1926. So it's already 99 years old.
Yeah.
You know,
you have to actually physically manufacture your own parts for some things, don't you? Surely.
Yes, I do. And
Yeah, that's hence why you've got all the machinery in it. You know,
Yes.
your lathes and stuff. I mean, you just so need it.
yeah,
You know,
but
that's why
there's a big
I'd love a wood workshop. I would with all the correct tools and planers and
Yeah.
stuff. I'd be in my dreamland then. I would.
and it doesn't. Here's the thing: these vehicles that we're working on that are 100 years old, they were built by men, right, and young boys. I'll say young boys, right, men
Yeah.
and boys, because like
Well,
that
there
had
was-
less education than you and me.
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. And yet they could make parts for that thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, because it was just passed on knowledge.
yeah,
You know, you
Yep.
learned by doing. You learned by
Yep.
doing. The same as the cavemen did, mate. The only reason they knew how to make a spear was because they watched someone else do it. And you know, that's how we learn as babies. You know, and it's no different really as adults. There's a couple of people that have subscribed to you, buddy, as well. By the way.
Oh,
Gained a
thank you
couple
very
of extra
much.
Subs. He's a
Really
lovely guy
appreciate
to
it.
watch.
Thank you.
He's a lovely guy to watch, and it's interesting if you're into stuff like
Wait a second.
engineering. This is true engineering. This is the original engineering. This is the way I see it. This
Lee,
is
the
turn of
day-
the before the turn of the century engineering. There, you know, when you're talking steam engines and stuff. You know,
The morning
So-
you were on Mark's Shed Talks show that one day, wasn't it? Wasn't the thumbnail all about cheese or something?
was it?
No.
I think it was.
I don't know.
No, I can't remember a thumbnail about cheese.
Or the tagline was something about cheese. I'll go look, but
Yeah.
I just thought of
No.
that. I forgot about that. Lee was talking about cheese for like 45 minutes earlier, so.
I got inspiration from you, Lee, where you're already making your music and things like that, and all you've done is just turn the cameras on to let people see what you're doing.
There you
And
go. And that's all you've done, isn't it? Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
already doing this. I'm already doing this stuff, so I'm just turning the cameras on to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's all
It's
I've done,
original
really.
and genuine.
I mean,
Yeah.
how I started my show was just like, look at me. This is what I do. I write music. I show you a bit of that. I do that, and I'll play a few songs for you here and there. You know, it's like
Yeah.
you stepping into my studio and just watching what I do. Really, the
Yeah.
sheer fact I'm interacting is only that I've grown to be able to interact. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It is a learned thing as well, doing this. You know, 'cause
And we're
it's not
we're
as
still
easy as
learning,
people
Lee.
would think. What's that, babe? What's that?
We're still learning.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, life is a journey and a learning thing anyway, isn't it? You're never ever going to stop learning unless you're someone that's arrogant and think you know it all. You know, and you know we're just not those kind of people anyway. You know, life is
No.
a lesson that you learn every single day and every moment, isn't it? You know what I mean?
That's it. That's it.
And the moment you think that you've got nothing to learn, you've lost all point of existence, really, to me. You know?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm sure you've come across that in your lifetime with the various things, jobs and that you've had. You come across people that, no matter what you say, they think otherwise.
Yep. Yeah. I don't work well with other people because of arrogant boundaries. See, people see me as arrogant, but they're misled or they mislead themselves because all it is with me, it's confidence, right? And confidence and arrogance, a very fine line between confidence and arrogance. And a lot of people that don't like confident people because they're not confident themselves class that as arrogance. And that's the problem I've always had with people. Because I've always been fairly confident in myself, the way I carry myself and stuff. A lot of people don't like that and they find it arrogant. It's not, I'm just confident. It's just people that can't be confident or haven't got the confidence to be confident, they're the ones that see it as arrogance. That's what I've found anyway most of the time, you know?
Especially if I'm doing something and I'm fresh at it, I'm going to, it's going to
refer
take.
to someone else, aren't you? You know, if there's something you don't know, you're going to look to someone else to give you an help or an answer.
Yeah, exactly right. If I start learning to play piano, I might come to you and say, "Hey, Lee, how do I do
Any clues,
this?"
mate? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mark, you're on GMT time, right? Too.
Yeah, he's in the morning. He's in the morning.
I
He's not
dropped
on
him.
He's not on GMT time. No, he's on Australian time, mate.
Yeah,
I dropped
And
the
Australia itself has about 4 or 5 bloody time zones as well.
yeah. We're
I'm trying to figure out the time difference for Eastern.
It's about
GMT
9:30 in the
plus.
morning there now.
Almost 10 o'clock. GMT
Yeah.
plus 10. We should be.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
If you look up time zone for Brisbane, Australia, that'll put you exactly. And we don't have
Well,
daylight saving
it's
either.
9:45 now over there, isn't it? It's 9:45.
Yeah, mate. Yep.
Okay, it's almost
We
8
like
p.m. here,
unlike
so-
the southern states, we don't do daylight saving here in my state of Queensland.
No, it just stays the same all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So there's
So is it
always
morning
that, there's always
or
that,
not
there's always
there
that,
right
what, a 10-hour
Yeah.
gap between you and me, isn't there?
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
Oh wait,
Something
is
like
that right? Okay, so that's your morning right now.
Yeah.
Or is
So
that
what
evening?
you
Yeah.
what
Yeah, it's
no.
AM. No,
What
it's
you
AM.
yeah, it's
Feeder.
AM. Yeah.
It's
It's
10,
Okay, it's almost 8 at night
quarter
here.
to- It's quarter
So-
to
right.
10 there.
Yes.
It says your video's premiering, your live's coming on the 3rd at 6 a.m. I'm assuming that's 6 a.m. Eastern time.
That'll be 6 a.m. your
If it
time.
says it says 6 a.m. for you, Kafida, that's the
Yeah.
time it will start for you.
So what
That's
time is
correct,
that for
yeah.
them,
Whatever
actually?
time it shows, it's the time in the country that it is. So if I look
So
at this show, it'll say something different for me. It'll say like 8. It'll say like in the evening or whatever.
How many hours difference is there? Goodness. It's morning for
He's
Somebody
in the
help a girl out.
He's
I'm
in the
just a little
future.
hillbilly here.
You have to understand, he's in the future.
That's
Yeah,
correct. Yes.
yeah.
He's
So when the
he's
ball drops on New Year's Eve,
yeah.
he's sleeping off a hangover while we're
It's
just
already
getting
done
started.
for him. He's already 10 hours in. He's already 10 hours deep, mate, on the new year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So normally, Cathedra, I go live at 8 p.m. on a Thursday night, my time.
Mhm. Yeah.
And I do go live at other times, but I don't do anything regular. Thursday night is the regular night.
So where you are, Bisbee or Queensland?
Yep, yep. The state is Queensland, which is on the
Okay.
east coast of Australia. The closest biggest city to me and where I grew up is Brisbane. It's got about 2 million people population or something like that. But all those southerners from down south keep coming up here for the good weather.
Yeah,
Well,
Brisbane's
shucks.
the place, isn't it, mate? Brisbane's the place, definitely.
Well, it all depends. A lot of people go to Sydney, but Jesus
Well, yeah, but
Christ,
I
like
think
the
you've got a milder temperature there, though, in comparison to
yeah,
Sydney.
Your
yeah. Well,
blinkers on.
Sydney's just a fucking hot box.
I think I hear a blinker.
yeah,
No,
Sounds
that's
like a
what
blinkers
I,
on.
blinker.
I'm,
that's
tur-
what I
I'm
always hear.
I need some blinker
yeah,
fluid. Some
yeah.
blinker
The blinker
fluid.
fluid's all right.
Oh, okay. Good, good. Thank goodness.
So I'm going to another job site in this local area where I am. So that's today. Well, actually, I've been to a couple so far. This will be my third job site today. So, and I've got
My
probably got
juices got
another
warm.
two more. Well, of course it would with the temperature you got in your little
Oh, it's
cave
just
there.
too much, mate. It was ice cold when I came in here. It was a block of ice.
So 8
So
a.m. in Eastern Time is 10 p.m. in Brisbane, which that's 12 hours difference, right?
There you go.
yes, yeah, yep.
12 hours.
So
Okay.
what is it for you, Lee? Is it about?
Oh, I've got to think, can I? Now you're
One.
making me bloody think. Well, if it's the evening for you, it'd be the morning for me, wouldn't it? The
Yeah,
morning
yeah, but
before.
right
So,
now, is it like?
because
Seven hours
whenever I've
difference.
caught you live, it's been like 10 o'clock in the morning for me, isn't it? Something like that.
Yes, yes, yes. Yep.
So I think it's around about then. I'll probably be able to catch it at some point tomorrow because
Yeah, no, you're right.
because I'm always up
12 hours for me and at least
7
5
a.m. in the morning anyway
hours
for me,
ahead
mate.
of me.
I,
So,
I don't like you, Lee. I don't expect anyone to come and watch what I'm doing.
I know you don't, mate. That's
If you
what I'm
pop
saying.
in and
Yeah.
say hello, g'day, how you going?
That's it.
I
That's
really
it.
appreciate that and say thank you very much.
Yep. Get the old
if you got to
like
go
and
and do
everything, innit? You know, just helping each
well,
other out. You know.
yeah, I don't care. I don't care about the likes. It's just
Yeah, but
making.
it's just interactions and helping out the show,
Yeah,
mate. At the end of the day, mate.
yeah, that's
You know,
it. That's it.
every little helps, you know.
Yeah,
That's why I
yeah.
is
said
that
if people
13
comments
Celsius?
is the main thing because it's classed as interaction.
Is that normal for this time of year, or is it just a little chilly today?
No, that's Cathedra. That's normal. Where it's winter time for us, where it's your summer, it's our winter. We're
I
sort
was
of
wondering,
opposite. Yeah,
Yeah,
because the trees
they're
and grass
completely
look
opposites, mate.
pretty good. Yeah.
yeah. We've had a bit of rain lately, and for us, normally it's a bit cool. The temperature that Lee's experiencing now is when that gets, depending on what part of Australia you're in, but generally for us,
It's
that's
average.
that's sort of average.
Yep. So whilst I sit here melting, Kafida, they live like that in normal times.
Because you're so
Normal,
hot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get you.
yeah. So this temperature now that I'm experiencing, this 13 degrees Celsius, that's about a good summer's day in Canada or something like that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, 13's well handleable. I mean, over here, that's pretty cold. Not cold, but
Yeah.
well cool.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Well, I tell you what, I might wind it up here because I'm about to roll into the job site.
Yeah, no, mate, you go and
so
do your work, mate. I understand.
I'm going to be jumping out of the truck, but I appreciate you having me on and having a chat.
Always
and
a pleasure, Mark. Got
It's
your
I wish
Christmas ups as
79
well,
here.
mate.
Well, the good thing
So,
is too, all schools are out at the moment. They're having a couple of weeks off or something like that. So the traffic,
School now for summer.
well, for winter in our
for
case, it
winter over
always
there, mate.
So,
it's
School's out for winter.
oh, I was singing, not
it's
poison.
No.
it seems like I don't know whether it's just me or what, but
I
it
was
seems like the kids are never at school these days. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I think you just
holiday.
don't
It seems
notice so
like there's
much
a new
now, mate.
holiday
That's all.
every year.
I only notice because I've got a nipper who's still in school and a granddaughter who's in school. So you know.
Yeah.
Look at
Alrighty.
Katie. Oh,
Mark
Katie
can be
thinking
extra
she's clever
careful and
with the
safe out there.
Fahrenheit malarkey. Yeah, that's wrong. You got it wrong there, mate.
Congrats on your extra subscribers there. Maybe they'll tune in 6
Yeah.
a.m.
Well,
Tuesday,
I do.
the third.
I very much appreciate the extra subscribers and thank everyone very much for taking their time to come and watch me when they do.
Yeah, mate. Well, we'll see you when we see you, buddy. Yeah.
Right. All right. See you guys. Take it easy.
See you later, buddy.
Thanks for coming on. Be careful.
Bye.
See you later, mate. It's
Bye.
Boy Mark. Hey, Mark, everybody.
Nice fella.
That was Mark's shed talk. Let's let him out so he don't have to get us.
Yeah, he's almost at the jobs out there. He's working.
Oh. See you later, alligator. Yeah, it's 88 is quite warm, isn't it? 88.
Oh, yeah. It's 79
Fahrenheit.
right here.
I don't know
It's
what
been
88
in the
is in
90s,
centigrade.
around 90.
No idea.
Centigrade is Celsius,
What's 88 in centigrade?
88 degrees Celsius.
88
Right.
Fahrenheit.
Oh, my goodness. I don't know third grade science. Is centigrade the same as
It is
Celsius?
31 degrees. So you're basically the same sort of temperature as it is for me.
Yes, centigrade and Celsius are essentially the same temperature scale. The term
Essentially.
centigrade was used initially, but
There
the
you
scale
go.
was officially renamed
There
Celsius.
you go. Right, now listen to what those wording was. Centigrade was the original. You guys in America, not you specifically,
Like
who
metric
live there,
and yeah. Mhm.
but they had this thing about, oh no, let's not have it the same as them. There's no need to have made it Fahrenheit at all. No need whatsoever. So yeah, it's about the same temperature over there as it is here right now. So that just shows you that here in Southampton we get Florida temperatures sometimes. You know, our summers aren't cold. Our summers are very, very hot over here. It's just that England is prone to a lot more rain than in a lot of places. That's all it is. That's why they say in England, you know, if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. And that's a true statement because
88 in Fahrenheit.
literally, you
It's
can have it
109.
really hot, right? And clouds will come over and it'll start, you know, raining. And you're like, where's this come from? It was hot and sunny about 10 minutes ago. And there you go. Welcome to England. Whereas last few
Do you
days
know
we've
the
had
trick
no
about
rain.
crickets? Oh, I got to Google that to be sure, but I roughly know it. I'm going to drop a little tip here in chat how to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit for whatever
I
reason, in
have
case
had
anybody would ever
a
need to know.
cold at night, or I wake up with a headache. Oh, that's not nice, is it, Katie? No, that's not nice.
That's not nice.
That's not nice. Nobody
nice.
wants that. Yeah, look, here we go. Look, there you go. Convert units. Look, 88 Fahrenheit is
Times it by 2 and add 3.
31.1 Celsius. Which Celsius is the correct one. Fahrenheit is just, trying to be different. That's the United States for you. Like I said, I don't blame the people. It's not the people. It's the powers that be, isn't it? You know, that do these things. We just need to be different. Oh, whatever. Okay. Whatever. So we'll even leave out certain letters in words that they should be in, like colour.
Well, that's not
colour,
exactly right.
Colour has a U in it, but you guys, it's COLOR or whatever, you know.
88 is 190.4 in Fahrenheit, but I just use the rule of thumb, which is multiply the temperature by 2 and add 30, and I get 206 that way. So it's a little bit off. That's 15.6 off. Right, yeah. Don't trust the hillbillies' math. We don't measure. Yeah. It's recording. Hello.
Sorry, I
You
was
get cricket
reading.
sound.
I've been reading.
Oh, okay. I
We were
thought, okay.
supposed to convert to metric back in the 90s. It was too expensive. Yeah, I suppose because everything has to. When you change things, other things have to change. You're right.
Yeah.
We have daylight
To convert
savings. Yeah, we have daylight
everything.
savings, and it's absolutely pointless. I don't get it at all. So pointless effort. Because you put the clock forward, and then you have to put it back anyway. So what's the bloody point? Stupid.
That's my mom, if she called or she butt dialed me.
Well, that's very stupid. What's this, Katie? Yeah, they would have slowly converted to metric if they do it at all. We do have things measured in metric here, usually nuts and bolts. Yeah, that's it, yeah. Yeah, of course you do. Like I said, it's the same as over here. We have other measurements for things, you know. We don't just have the metric system. It's like I still use feet and inches for things. I prefer feet and inches, but then when you want to get down to it, you need centimeters and millimeters. You know, you need that. You know.
Well, you use pounds, but pounds refers to, is it money too? Or
Yeah, pounds is money as well here. Yeah, pounds and ounces we use here.
yeah.
It's like we use stones rather than
That's the other one. Yes.
rather than pounds, you know, because you guys do. I'm, for instance, 140 odd pound, but that equates to like 10.5 stone sort of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Don't ask for
Metric
chips
is so much easier.
and expect
Well,
potato chip.
the thing is, I'm one of them people where obviously doing carpentry and stuff. I understand all the metric, all the systems. It doesn't matter to me whether I use feet and inches or whether I use millimeters, you know, centimeters, meters. It doesn't really matter to me. You know what I mean? And either way, I just get on with it.
That is song lyrics.
It's not so much an issue, but it's only an issue for people that are used to one system and only ever that one system. Whereas if you're in a trade that deal in many other systems, you know, many other measurement systems, it doesn't matter to you. You know what I mean? It really doesn't matter. You just adapt, you know. Horses are measured in hands. When you talk about hands, yeah, horses are measured in hands. Well, you get a horse that's 17 hands, you know you've got a good height horse.
You measure in horses? What now?
No, horses are measured in hands.
Okay, sorry.
A hand, you know, a hand's length, like that, look. So 1, 2, 3, 4. That's how
What's
a
the
horse
average?
is measured.
What's the average horses?
A good horse, you're talking 17 hands, that's to the top of its back, obviously.
Okay, so if I say, well, that crocodile was 3 horses long, you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, never mind.
No, it's not that. Your hands, you hands. So you'd say
Oh,
a
okay.
horse is 17 hands high, or 15 hands high, or 10 hands high. You know? Feet
Okay.
in yards and acres, yeah, that's it, Lisa.
Well,
yeah?
we use the term horsepower, I'm sure you know.
Yeah, 1 hand equals 4 inches, that's it. I actually thought it was more than that. I thought it was 6 inches for a hand, actually. Must admit. But mind you, it's probably going by women's hands. Yeah, I'm not being funny.
Do you know if your hand is bigger than your face,
more
you're
women.
very
Funny thing is, over the years, I know you know
Whack.
in the States you have a lot more men that ride horses and stuff out on their farms and stuff. Right?
Desperado.
But in this country, the most people that ride horses are women. You know, we call them. You know, we call a girl. She's very horsey. You know, because you can tell by some women whether they're into horses or not, because they literally walk around in riding crops and boots and stuff. You know.
So she's got on some high boots. She's rather
Cold
horsey.
hands, warm heart. Well, yeah.
Well, but around
that's
here,
it.
if we say somebody's hoarse, that means that they lost their voice. They must have a little sickness or laryngitis or something. I'm a little bit hoarse. I don't know what the origins of that is. Let me Google that
Yeah,
now.
that's it. You are right there. That's it. It's the width of the hand. That's it. You're right.
Origins of
Yeah,
the
it's that way, isn't it?
term
Yeah, that's why it's
being
4 inches.
forced, as
You are
in
right. I
loss of
remember now.
voice.
I remember as soon as you said that, I'm like, oh yeah, of course it is. Not the height of the hand. It's the width of the hand.
That's not what it started to say.
That's because they go like that, isn't it? It's easy to go like that next to the horse as well. You know what I mean? Very old way of measuring
Google thing in
things.
front of
I still
Oh,
use
there.
a piece of string sometimes to measure something.
Yep.
Best way to measure like a drain pipe or anything like that is get
Get
a bit of
exact
string.
measurement.
Get a bit of string, yeah, wrap it round, grip it where it is, right, and then you unwrap it onto a tape measure, and you'll see exactly how
It's
round
especially
it,
great
what's the
for
circumference of it.
things that
It's
aren't
not
exactly
so easy for
straight,
the internal circumference, but but you're supposed to be
things
able
that
to
are
do that,
curvy.
via measuring across on the inside, and then obviously finding the center and then drawing a circle. You know what I mean?
What you
Do you
mean?
know what I
The
mean?
term hoarse, referring to a raspy or strained voice, has roots in Old English, appearing
Yeah.
both as an adjective and a verb before 1150.
Yep.
It's a word inherited from Germanic languages. The term is also related to the medical term dysphonia, which encompasses any abnormal voice quality, including hoarseness, whatever
Yeah,
they say.
that's it. Yeah. Yeah, don't you step into the house with your barn gear on, mate. You take them bloody boots off outside.
Don't
We
step
know what
into
you've been
what?
stepping in.
Don't step into
All
what?
kinds of excrement. Well, the
The
saying is, isn't
barn?
it? You don't enter the house after being
Mm.
in with horses or with cows or anything like that. You don't enter the house with your boots on. That's why outside a farmer's house you'll always see the boots and that outside. You cannot walk them bloody things into the house. You've been walking in excrement and urine and everything. You know what I mean?
Now,
Pretty gross.
it's obvious, it means exactly what it says, but is that a euphemism or whatever for something else like, oh, don't step into the house with those? I
Yeah.
mean, like,
It's just you're covered in shit, basically, aren't you?
okay, here. Oh, you've stepped in
So
it now. Oh, he walked in
yeah,
the house with
you've
those
stepped
boots
in
on.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
there you go, and that's where that euphemism, would have come from. You're right in the shit now. From being in with pigs and stuff like that as a farmer. You're really in the shit. Yeah, you have to take the boots off at the door. You're absolutely right. Yep. That's it. Hey, listen, it's time to go, guys. We didn't make the goal. Never mind.
Didn't make the goal.
We didn't make the goal, no, unfortunately. Not
You didn't
tonight.
lay enough cheese on them, man.
I didn't lay enough cheese. I thought I was being really interactive and I thought I was
You thought you were being
keeping the
extra
party
cheesy.
going and everything, but alas, we failed.
You could play a song, though.
No, I'm going to play this song and this will be the outro. I'll be able to go and get some
Wow.
uncomfortable sleep. I'm going to go outside for a while first in the cool air and cool down. That'll be the first thing I'll do. So, Kafida, anyway, thanks very much for joining me eventually.
Ta-ta. Hey, I've been here.
No, I know
It's in the kitchen.
you've kind of been here. I appreciate it.
Well, somebody
So
had to cook.
say your little bit, mate, and then I'll
Come back on
clap you
Thursday.
out.
It's be 1FA, Radio 1FA, back-to-back original tracks. 6 p.m. Eastern. And
Thank you very much,
Saturday
Kafida.
songs from the mothership. And come back on Tuesdays for some more chill chat and maybe a little rock. Please comment. Hey, there was some comments from some people. Was it Butterfly Girl, I believe? Anyway, there was some comments from people. And that was good to see, wasn't it, Lee?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I
Isn't it?
I enjoy getting a comment, even if they're telling me I'm an idiot. I don't care.
Yeah, just leave it in the comments.
Just let me know what
Oh,
an
it's gonna
idiot
rain
you really
again.
think I am. That's fine. So,
Loki has to
Kafida,
get out.
wave
Loki is the
ta-ta,
perfect
Kafida.
name
I'm
for
going to
him.
clap
He is
you
true.
out. So, wave
Okay,
ta-ta.
whack. Boop, there she goes. Bye, guys.
Thank you very much, Kafida. You've been wonderful. Thank you very much. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you very much to the moderators. Thank you very much for the donations that we did get. I do appreciate it. It didn't quite get us there, but hey, you can't win them all. And, you know, I'll be back here on Thursday for Radio 1FA. Back-to-back original tracks. It's a full pint of rock, me old mucker. Not half. So I shall see you then. And in the meantime, as I always say, my mantra, live in the moment, because the only time that matters is now. There's only now. Peace and love. See you later, guys.
The only time that matters is now. Time is not an illusion.